this room. When I talked to Paula earlier today and she said that they were booked, I was just flabbergasted. I've been asked to speak at a lot of things and moderate, but this type of attendance, I think, just speaks volumes about how our community cares about each other. So I'm so excited to introduce our panel here tonight. We've got a fantastic group of people from the community and beyond to talk about some of the ideas that they have tried and some solutions that they may have, some challenges we might be experiencing. I'm going to introduce all of them all at once, and then we will come back to each one of them so they can speak a few moments about any insights they have to offer. First, we have Dr. Rick Harper on the end. Dr. Harper is the director of UWF's Center for Research and Economic Opportunity. Through UWF's Haas Center for Business Research and Economic Development, where he has served as director, Dr. Harper has worked with Florida businesses and government leaders on a variety of business research and economic development issues. He also is a senior research fellow at the Studer Community Institute. Our second panelist is Chief David Alexander III. Chief Alexander was born in Pensacola, graduated from Escambia High School. He was hired first by the Pensacola Police Department as a cadet in 1983 and promoted to a police officer in 1984. Of course, you know he was recently named our police chief just last month. Among his assignments has been uniform patrol, field training officer, neighborhood services, and criminal investigation divisions. Mary McDaniel is a local attorney whose legal expertise includes the representation of both juveniles and adults as a public defender in Florida's 1st Judicial District and internships with the Federal Public Defender, Middle District, Louisiana, Juvenile Public Defender's Office, 19th Judicial District Court, Louisiana, and the Environmental Protection Agency's Criminal Investigations Division in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. She has worked in several different capacities in family law and as a public defender in Louisiana and in Pensacola, fighting for the rights of both juveniles and adults, and has worked passionately for the fair treatment and protection of children in divorce and custody cases. Judge Nickinson has spent most of his life in Pensacola, graduating from Pensacola High School in 1968. He spent 12 years practicing law with Carlton, Field, and Ward before being elected to the bench in 1990. Of the 26 years he has spent on the bench, 20 of those were in juvenile court. Okaloosa County School District Superintendent Mary Beth Jackson has been active in education for more than 30 years as a social studies teacher and later in developmental guidance and administration. She has experience in elementary, middle, and high schools and has served as a district level administrator and is currently the superintendent of the Okaloosa School District. Dr. Jackson is renowned for her work in the creation and implementation of career and technical education, gender-specific dropout prevention, and developmental guidance programs. This one's hard for me to trim down, so bear with me. Dr. Amir Whitaker. I'm gonna move.
So we can get a picture.
Oops, so sorry. Oh, got him? There we go. He wants to get himself. Dr. Amir Whitaker is a civil rights attorney with the Southern Poverty Law Center's Florida office. He was introduced to the criminal justice system during his childhood while visiting both his mother and his father in prison. By age 15, Dr. Whitaker himself was arrested and entered the juvenile justice system. Behavior problems and repeated suspensions eventually led Amir to being expelled from school. He eventually transitioned from his alternative school to become one of the first in his family to graduate high school and attend college. He started with Rutgers University. 4 degrees later, he completed his 5th college degree at University of Miami School of Law in 2014. He has worked at all grade levels from kindergarten to college and holds teaching certifications in Florida, California, and New Jersey. In 2012, he started the nonprofit Project Knucklehead to empower at-risk youth to reach their potential for greatness. Project Knucklehead has impacted more than 1,000 youth in Florida and California through its mentoring, intervention, music, and after-school programs.